NFL divisional round, NFC matchup, Saturday night. We have Commanders at Lions, the young gun going into the absolute juggernaut that has been the Lions, 15-2 Lions, the Dan Campbell-led beast of a team. Mario.
Yep.
We've been on Jayden Daniels all year, and we got rewarded last week.
Mario's been on Jayden Daniels for 6 years.
Yeah, that's fair. It's an 8.5-point spread.
Yep.
Do you think the Commanders can win this game?
Absolutely. I actually lean more in favor of them winning than not winning.
Wow.
That's
so you
love
interesting way to put it. Plus 420 money line. You're just
I love
mortgage the house play.
No, I've already mortgaged my house.
And plus 8.5.
I'm taking out a loan to mortgage another house.
Oh. Nice.
No, I actually love this spot here. I just want to say, whoever wins this game, I'm happy for it because I do like Dan Campbell and just kind of the story of the Lions team. It would be cool.
Unreal. What a 4-season turnaround.
Yeah. So it's been cool to see. But no, I something about this Commanders team is that I just love is that they just will always score like around 30 points, which in the NFL is really good because if you can score a good amount of points, that's good pressure to put on the other team. And the thing about this Lions defense is they like to let receivers get
Swiss cheese.
Oh, they're decimated.
Swiss cheese.
Yeah, this game is going to be a lot of back and forth. I think it's going to come down, honestly, to a last-minute drive again and a last-second touchdown. I don't know necessarily who's going to pull it out. I'm going to root for the Commanders. If it's the Lions, score with like 37 seconds.
So the spread's chalk.
Either way, the spread's chalk.
Okay,
you can.
cool,
You could lock it up.
All right, cool.
You know, buy a house in maybe not Maui, but like Kauai or
I was
something.
going to say Malibu, but it's burned down.
Yeah.
And Maui's burned down too. I mean, we're really
Shout out to the
bad
first
locations.
responders.
Right. Yeah, shout out first responders. Shout out to the Rams.
first responders.
LAFD.
But yeah, no, love Commanders plus 8.5 here. Love them on the money line. I really think that if they can just continue moving the ball like they have been and kind of eat some clock, Lions tend to be really aggressive. Would not be surprised if Dan Campbell coached them out of a game. What I mean by that is like in a big spot, get overly aggressive. Doesn't work out for them. All of a sudden, you give Commanders like a second opportunity.
Oh,
Maybe
could
they
you
go
imagine him doing that in the playoffs? I can't imagine a situation where he'd do that.
Yeah. So Commanders, the Commander-in-Chief.
So you
Daniels.
were asking him if you thought the spread was Swiss cheese, easiest thing ever. You know, it is, according to Mario.
Yeah, this is a crazy game for me.
It's crazy.
No, because this is like the rookie quarterbacks, which are just for me in life hard to bet
Never
on.
win. Yeah.
Just especially in second rounds. First round's amazing. Like that was the most amazing performance and beat the Bucks, and then a crazy last drive too and come back. And then it's the Lions on the hand where like all year I've been saying this is like the regular season line.
Yeah.
You said you were fading the hell out of them in the playoffs.
Yeah.
All year you said you were fading the hell out of them.
It playing the Commanders is they got their best ticket, I would say. A team that I think defensively isn't great.
Yeah.
And it's their first time in this position. It'll be interesting. But
I know you just feel it.
I want to do it.
I just have to bet on the Commanders plus 8.5. Because I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. Like Mario said, they might lose. They could lose. They're probably going to lose. Not really. But Commanders, Jayden Daniels will keep this close, in my opinion. Unless my only slight worry is the Lions do that thing where they score 40 and the Commanders just get stuck and weird Jayden Daniels has to make a play. Yeah. It's not like he can run, throw, do all these things. Yeah. Might have to only be able to drop back, throw, and score. Small thing, but I mean Lions.
Yeah, the Lions
playoffs
40 situation
is the scary part. Lions playoffs overs covering Commanders. Love it.
Wow. First off, I want to start by saying, Jayden Daniels, take a look at this shirt. This is for you. 2024 fantasy football champions in a league I hadn't won in 9 years, and this is strictly because
ended the drought.
Yeah, it ended the drought. So I'm fully on board with the Jayden Daniels train. This is the easiest money line bet you've ever made in your entire life.
It's 420. You got to blaze.
Yeah, it's plus 420.
I'm down. Let's do it right now. Let's spark up.
You can bet the spread just for free money. You know, if you want to.
I want
you
to.
can bet. Commanders plus 5.5 at plus 130 or something too. You can like alt it down and still get plus money on a spread. They are covering this number. This is the Lions in the playoffs. This Lions defense is terrible. They suck. And the Commanders are they've won 13 games. He's a rookie. They won 13 games in a playoff game. Jayden Daniels is not, I don't even think we should call him a rookie quarterback anymore. He's elevated above that. I'm dead serious. I think he should be in the MVP conversation for what he did for a team. If you're talking about a player who impacted their team the most this season, the answer is Jayden Daniels. The Commanders had the second pick last year. They were the second worst team in the NFL, and they're in the divisional round of the playoffs as a rookie from just a rookie quarterback. That's all that they did. So he's the most impactful player on the field at all times. I think it's like Mario said. I think it's more likely than not they win. I don't trust the Lions in the playoffs at all. I think Dan Campbell's going to make mistakes. Jared Goff is a good quarterback, not a great quarterback. I think Jayden Daniels is on his way to being a great quarterback, and he just has it. He has the it factor. At the end of the game, I trust him more than any quarterback remaining in the NFC playoffs. So I am all over the Commanders. Plus 420 on the money line, plus 8.5, plus whatever you want to do with the spread. Doesn't matter. Commanders are moving on to the NFC Championship.
The thing I felt too, real quick before Mike goes, is rookies tend to be like a little more fearless, because it's so new, everything's kind of fresh. But the hard part is getting over, that first game, whatever it is, whether like for
they're playing with house money
or for a player. Yeah, exactly. They got over the first game where it's like you got the playoff kind of like
stigma.
Stigma, juices flowing through you. You got over the hump. Now it's like, this team's free. Like they can do whatever they want. They get to walk into Detroit and do whatever. If it's 40-16, no one really bats an eye. It's like, oh, the Commanders were terrible and they had a great season. If they go in and make it a game, then it's just a bonus. I don't know. I just love this specific spot. I think this is a great spot for like specifically a rookie quarterback who's already kind of hot. After you won a playoff game, now he has a lot going. A lot of momentum. Life's just momentum. Yeah, this is a momentum spot. I'm calling it.
Yeah, as far as matchups go too, I'm dead serious. I love them playing the Lions over either of the other two teams.
Eagles have such a good defense.
I would take the Eagles. Oh, and Eagles don't blow. Eagles are the best team in the NFC. Yeah. But Eagles and the Rams both. I think it's a better shot against the Lions. Mike, what do you think? Or is this a consensus pick?
No, definitely not. I will for sure say that I think the over is my favorite pick of this entire game. More than anything, but the reason why I'm going to go with the Lions here is also, this might be crazy because, actually a terrible example, but one that's perfect for this scenario is Mike Tomlin and the Steelers. But I think, hear me out. I think Dan Campbell, if he gets to the playoffs enough times, I think he can actually knock down that door. Like if he keeps on knocking, like he can actually make a serious run at it.
Didn't they win a playoff game last year?
Yeah, they made it to the NFC Championship.
I was about to say, yeah. I think they won 2 playoffs.
Oh, they did because they beat the Packers and then they made. Yeah, you're right.
No,
not the Packers.
No, the 49ers beat the Packers.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, regardless, I think the Lions have a lot of firepower on the team, very obviously. And not only do they have the firepower, but they have the lack of mistakes that Baker can have. Right. And so I think, the Commanders won that game off of the fumble in the fourth and then came back. Jayden Daniels made an amazing game-winning drive. But I just don't think the Lions would ever put them in that position. I could easily see a world in which the Lions get out early and quick. And I love the over because I think, I could see a world where the Lions are up by 14 plus and, the Commanders have to fight back. So there are points that get put up. But I just think the Lions are overpowered here.
Damn. So we're not a consensus pick. 3-1
games
on the spread.
And we've all been aligned, and then Mike's faded us.
Yeah.
Big sharp. If you want free money, bet Jahmyr Gibbs 200 plus all-purpose yards. No matter what, even if the Commanders win, Jahmyr Gibbs is gonna have a game of his life. Yeah. Bucky Irving looked like he could run for 7,000 yards against the Commanders last week. Jahmyr Gibbs is gonna game his life.
Over 100 rush yards is like
over 200 all-purpose yards plus
might be
Zacchaeus touchdown.
Yeah,
Zacchaeus touchdown.
Dewame Brown or whatever.
Yeah. Shout out Zacchaeus. And shout out Jayden Daniels. Let us know if you're riding with the Commanders. Can they pull an upset? Or if you're a Lions fan, is this your year? I mean, it looks, if you're going to do it in the NFC,
it's got to be this year.
It's got to be now. 49ers are out of the way. Let's see it happen. Let us know what you think.
Boom.